Okay, we're here with Linfield Swimming coach Kyle Kimball. Coach, over the past 6 months, not everyone had access to a pool. How did you as a coach manage how different everyone's shape is going to be?
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the case, in all honesty, as far as when they come in the fall. They've all done different things. They've had internships or worked or trained hard. It's a whole mixed bag. But even this year, it's even a bigger mixed bag, I guess, if I could say that. Most, if not all, haven't done any competing since our conference meet, for our incomers since their high school district meet. They're all used to doing a little bit of swimming, whether it's, just to stay fit a couple times a week or actually do some competing. So I would say my expectations coming in were that we were going to be needing to take a while to get back to the condition that we're usually in at this point of the year. But I've been pleasantly surprised this first week of practice, so it's going well so far.
And so once we start practices, you still have to adjust to the COVID restrictions. You can't have that many people in the pool. How difficult has that been, and what are some of the specifics that you have to take care of?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to take the positives from this, but currently we're at 2 people per lane for our pool. There's 8 lanes, so the max people that we have at practice is 16. If you combine the men and women, we have 49 on our roster currently. So we have 1 person not swimming right now. So we're at 48, which allows us to just do 3 different practices throughout the day so that they can all come in and swim at least once. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit rough. It's a little bit rough on me personally, just because, I'm here on the deck quite a bit longer. I'm more than happy to do that for our student athletes, but it's affecting a little bit of what I do outside of the actual on-deck coaching, the administrative portion, the mechanical stuff that I take care of here at the swimming pool, and also recruiting. So it's a challenge. So I'm not going to lie on that. It's going well in the water. I feel like by spacing our team out, they're only swimming with 1 other person in their lane. They're used to swimming with 3 or 4 or 5 people in their lane. So I think that's kind of nice for them. I think the one thing that we miss from this is the team dynamic. And how do we bring the whole team together during this time when they're all separated into 3 different practices? So that's kind of a work in progress on that. And, we'll just keep working hard, and it's, it is what it is. We have to deal with it. So.
And then this year's season is going to be a lot different. We don't know when the first race is. We know at least it's going to be at least 3 months away. So how do you pace practices over the next 3 months?
Yeah, that's a tough one too. I told the team on the first day that first time I've been coaching for 24 years. This is my 7th season here, but in 24 years, I've never gone through anything like this. And I know no one has in the entire world, but as far as me planning a season, not knowing when my ending meet is, it's the first time in my career that I've come in and done practices not knowing anything basically about, when to work hard, when to taper down, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a challenge, and I know it's a challenge that we're going to rise to. I know it's a challenge that everybody, all the competitive swimmers in the entire U.S. and the entire world are dealing with right now. So it's nothing that we're going to let stand in our way. But, right now we're kind of easing into the season just a bit. The NCAA is allowing us 114 days to practice for the season. So at least we kind of have that. We know we're keeping tabs on how many we've done. And, I'm calling out after today, we have 111 practice days left. So we know that, and that's all we know. And so that's where we're at.
Okay. And then now looking at your roster, you have 40% of newcomers this year. What are some of the other impressions you've seen after a week of practice?
For the whole team in general, I'm just really happy, not only that we're back and we're training, and it creates some normalcy for me as the coach, and some normalcy for them as competitive swimmers being in the water and actually training. I'm pleasantly surprised, in all honesty, where we're at, how much people did on their own, not necessarily swimming, but just being fit and coming in here and ready. And I think one of the things is the mental aspect. And I think that when I come back and I take a look at this season, I'm going to wonder or think about maybe they were ready more mentally because they haven't done much for the last 6 months, and I think they were just excited to be here, and it's showing already in the pool. I think I've told a couple of them that in a couple of weeks we're probably going to be pretty tired, and they're going to forget that they didn't swim for 6 months because they're just going to be in that mode. So, I'm excited about the incomers. Like you said, we have 40% of our team coming in that's new. They're going to create so much depth for our team this season, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've told both the men and women I think that we could be the best team that we've been since I've been here in the last 7 years, and definitely combined I think we'll be the best. So we're looking forward to eventually getting a schedule and competing with the rest of the conference, and doing well at our conference championships and getting some people to NCAAs.
And then last one for your returners, since the conference championships in February, they haven't been a team environment until this week. So how are they doing?
I touched on it maybe a little bit earlier, but I think that our leaders and our older swimmers are doing a great job coming in and just being leaders. No matter if they're captains or just older swimmers on our team, I think they're bringing a good attitude. They're happy to be here, and that shows and permeates throughout our team. And so I've very much appreciated the incoming people and the older swimmers on our team with their attitudes, because, especially for the seniors, they're sitting here crossing their fingers that they get to swim and get to compete and get to go out on top and have a great time and a fun season. So, I get choked up when I think about it, because I don't want them to have a negative experience. I want them to be able to, get a degree here at Linfield and put closure on our season and put closure on their own careers. So, but not one of them is letting any negative thoughts go into their heads, and they're doing a great job of keeping their heads up and being leaders. So it's been awesome.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you.